Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and this is what I'm hoping to be my Friday's video if the recording works out correctly. I tried to record one already, and I'm like, let's just try to get a short one in because it acted like, I can't do this. I'm going to have to slap this computer. Anyway, today we're doing another lyrical breakdown. This time we're looking at Sam Cooke and the song A Change Is Gonna Come. Now, this song was an early 60s hit. Let's go ahead and look at about it on genius.com. This 1964 R&B hit was written and performed by Sam Cooke. Is among the most recognizable pop songs associated with the African American Civil Rights Movement. One of Cooke's inspirations for the song was folk rock singer-songwriter Bob Dylan's song "Blowin' in the Wind." And yeah. We've got some comments here. What did Sam Cooke say about A Change Is Gonna Come? They've got the answer. This song, recorded decades ago, hasn't lost any of its power. The marches that took place around the world over the weekend showed how necessary citizen action is to bending history toward justice. This was said by David Eggers, commenting alongside the release of the song as part of the 1,000 Days, 1,000 Songs project. Then they've got a question: what did the actual artist say about the song? And Genius answer says, in reaction to the song that inspired him to write the song, Bob Dylan's "Blowin' in the Wind." Geez, a white boy writing a song like that, and then after being arrested in a white-only motel, which is the actual inspiration for the third verse. There have been times that I thought I couldn't last for long. But yeah. I don't want your commercials. I don't want your little videos. Anyway, trying to see if they had anything else that was being said about it, but I don't see anything. I don't know. Go away. Go away. Go away. You and your commercials. Suck ass. Stop it. Anyway. Change is going to come. Let's go ahead and look at Wikipedia, what they say about the song first. It was released December 22nd, 1964, although it was actually recorded in January of 64. But yeah, let's see. Says, A Change Is Gonna Come is a song by Sam Cooke, initially appearing on Cooke's album Ain't That Good News, released in mid-February of 1964 by RCA Victor. A slightly edited version of the recording was released as a single on December 22nd, 1964, and was a B-side to the song Shake. The song was inspired by various events in Cooke's life, most prominently when he and his entourage were turned away from a whites-only motel in Louisiana. So remember, we're still under the moments of segregation. And there's still fights against segregation. Cooke felt compelled to write a song that spoke to his struggle and of those around him, and that pertained to the civil rights movement in African Americans. Though only a modest hit for Cooke in comparison with his other singles, A Change Is Gonna Come is widely considered one of Cooke's greatest and most influential compositions, and has been voted among the greatest songs ever recorded by various publications. In 2007, the song was selected for preservation in the Library of Congress by the National Recording Registry, having been deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. In 2021, Rolling Stone magazine placed it at number 3 on its list of the 500 greatest songs of all time, and in 2025, the magazine placed it at number 1 on its list of the 100 best protest songs of all time. So yeah, it's had some impact. October 8th, 1963, en route to Shreveport, Louisiana, Cooke called ahead to the Holiday Inn North to make reservations for his wife, Barbara, and himself. But when he and his group arrived, the desk clerk glanced nervously and explained there were no vacancies. While his brother Charles protested, Sam was furious, yelling to see the manager and refusing to leave until he received an answer. His wife nudged him, attempting to calm him down, telling him, "They'll kill you." To which he responded, "They ain't gonna kill me because I'm Sam Cooke." When they eventually persuaded Cooke to leave, the group drove away, calling out insults and blaring their horns. When they arrived at the Castle Motel on Sprague Street, downtown, the police were waiting for them, arresting them for disturbing the peace. The New York Times ran a UPI report the next day, headlined, "Negro Band Leader Held in Shreveport." But African Americans were outraged. In 2019, the then Shreveport Mayor, Adrian Perkins, publicly apologized to Cooke's family for the event and posthumously awarded Cooke the key to the city. In addition, upon hearing the Bob Dylan song "Blowin' in the Wind" in 1963, Cooke was greatly moved that such a poignant song about racism in America could come from someone who was not black, and also ashamed he had not yet written like that himself. However, his image and fears of losing his large white fan base had prevented him from doing so. Cooke loved Dylan's song so much that he immediately incorporated it into his repertoire. He was further influenced by the message of the dream in Dr. King's "I Have a Dream" speech at the Civil Rights March on Washington that year. Toward the end of 1963, according to Cooke, the change composition came to him in a dream. Research shows that Cooke was in Durham, North Carolina during the sit-ins by North Carolina College at Durham, held by North Carolina College at Durham students and others, and that Cooke wrote his first draft on a Durham bus. So yeah, a lot of events going on, civil rights, all this. Photographic documentation and a personal conversation with Sam Cooke by Cecil J. Williams revealed that although Cooke's inspiration to write the lyrics to A Change Is Gonna Come may have resulted from multiple incidents, his earliest reference was to an incident at the Columbia Township Auditorium in February 1961, a time 2 years earlier than any of the other references. This was Columbia Township Auditorium in Columbia, South Carolina. Williams, a native of Orangeburg, South Carolina, was backstage with Cooke before his performance, and being an avid fan of Cooke's, he asked him what his next song would be. Cooke replied, "With shit like this happening, things have got to change. I think I'm going to sing something about a long time coming, but change is gonna come. Change gotta come." Cooke was referring to the heated discussion with the venue manager and the plainclothes law enforcement officer about having to perform with black and white spectators being forced to comply with segregated facilities. Flyers advertising the show indicated white people would be accommodated in special seating upstairs. In addition to recalling this conversation, Williams' images of his wife with Cooke and close-up images of his performing add much credibility to his assertion. So that's some background. They then talk about recording and production and the release of the song. He would actually first perform the song on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson February 7th, 1964. So he hadn't even yet released it as a single. His new manager was infuriated with the song and persuaded Cooke to do away with promoting his next recent single, Ain't That Good News, and perform Change instead. Or infatuated, not infuriated. Feeling that was the statement he needed to make before a national audience. Cooke objected, noting that the album's release was a month away and that he had no time to pull together an arrangement within such a short time frame. The manager arranged for RCA to pay for a full string section, and Cooke performed the song that Friday on The Tonight Show after performing Basin Street. NBC timekeeper jogged down the number as "It's a Long Time Coming," but the network did not save the tape of the performance. Klein and Alexander both felt it would become a milestone moment in Cooke's career, but it was overshadowed by the Beatles' performance on the Ed Sullivan Show on CBS just 2 days later. So it was just an unfortunate chance that, Beatlemania started. Song was issued on March the 1st as a track on Cooke's album Ain't That Good News. It would not be issued as a single for another 9 months. Cooke elected not to perform A Change Is Gonna Come again in his lifetime, both because of the complexity of the arrangement and because of the ominous nature of the song. When shown to his protege Bobby Womack, he responded that it sounds like death. Cooke responded in return, "Man, that's kind of how it sounds like to me. That's why I'm never going to play it in public." Womack clarified his thoughts that it wasn't deathly, but rather spooky. But Cooke never performed the song again. So yeah. And then they talk a bit about some of the legacy other artists who have played it and stuff. Yeah. Otis Redding covered the song. The song was featured in Spike Lee's movie Malcolm X. Served as a sample for Ghostface Killah's 1996 album, Ja Rule 2003 album, Papoose' 2006 album, Lil Wayne's 2007, Long Time Coming remix by Charles Hamilton, Asher Roth, and B.O.B. in 2009. Nas's It Was Written album also features a similar opening as the song on their album The Reunion. On their album The Reunion, hip-hop artists Capone and Noriega use an excerpt from the song on the opening track, which shares the same title as the Cooke original, and Bizzle also sampled it in 2011. It was sung before Obama's inauguration. Patti LaBelle has performed the song on the show The West Wing in the 6th season. There's a episode named A Change Is Gonna Come, where James Taylor performs the song for the fictional president. Wayne Brady performed the song. With Seal. Beyonce Knowles sang the song on the Sound of Change live concert in London. Greta Van Fleet released a cover of the song on their double EP From the Fires, and Kimmy released her cover in 2017 album Proud as the Sun. So yeah, same year, 2017 for both of them. 2019, Celine Dion performed the song as a part of a tribute to Aretha Franklin. 2020, the song was recorded by Lori Wright and Chris Face, with 100% of the proceeds going to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Jennifer Hudson performed the song on the third night of the 2020 DNC. In the 2020 film One Night in Miami, Leslie Odom Jr., portraying Cooke, sings the song in the movie's reenactment of Cooke's appearance on The Tonight Show in 1964. So yeah, it's been sung and covered by a lot of people. Charting pretty well on the lists. So yeah, that gives us a look at the song, a bit of its history. Now, let's go ahead and look at the actual lyrics. Verse 1. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. Chorus. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Verse 2. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. Back to the chorus. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Verse 3. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. Back to the chorus. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Verse 4, when I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me, please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Lord, there been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. Back to the chorus, in which it ends. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Now, a direct look. Born in a tent down by the river. He's just been going ever since. Life's hard, but he don't want to just die. Because there's still a lot of questions and everything. But verse 3 is where we really get into things. If life wasn't hard enough, there's these other things. I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keeps telling me don't hang around. Because remember, as we've already said in the video, this is in the era of segregation. There are still lynchings. Still legal racial violence. While it's technically illegal, you really wasn't going to find anybody that was convicted. Especially if it was white on black violence. So he's just trying to enjoy life. But things weren't allowed for him as they were for whites. When we get into the final verse, verse 4, then I go to my brother. And of course, we're not talking about familial ties. We're talking about, you're my brother. You're human like me. I want to treat you kind, and I hope you treat me kind too. But, brother, help me, please. And he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. So, yeah, just all civil rights protesters and leaders were asking for is proper treatment and respect. They weren't asking for this great expectation that they should be treated better. No, they just wanted respect. Proper treatment. Lord, there have been times I thought I couldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. So he's found new strength to keep going, to keep striving. Yeah. It's not so much angry, it's not so much violently rageful. It's just, you know what? Things are still going to change. We're going to get what we need, what we deserve, the right respect, the right treatment. And yeah. Anyway, this has already been a fairly long video. We'll go ahead and end this here. It's a good song. But, yeah, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.